Hi, I'm Nelly Knitter, and today I'm going to teach you how to do the decrease for your toe in your sock. Now, as you can see, I have the base of the cuff of my sock. I've done the heel, the turn, I've done the pickup, I've done the decrease, and now I'm just continuing to knit. And I've continued to knit for the entire length of my foot. Now, what I normally do is I stick my sock on and put it over my foot to make sure that it's the right size. And once the needles cover my pinky toe, that's usually when I start to do my decrease. So the decrease that we're going to do is going to be similar to the decrease that we did after we did the pickup. The difference is that in the pickup, after the pickup, we did our decrease on the first needle and the third needle. Now we're also going to do the decreases on the second needle or long needle. And the way that we're going to do that is the decreases are going to be close together. So normally we work until we get to our last 3 stitches, and then we do our decrease, and then knit the extra stitch. So we'll do that same thing at the end of our second needle. And then normally when we start the third needle, we knit 1 stitch, and then we decrease these 2. So we're going to do that at the start of the second needle. So every round you'll be decreasing a total of 4 stitches, and then you'll follow that with a knit round in between. Alright, so now we'll actually get to the knitting part. So I'm going to start and do a row with you. So I'm going to knit to my last 3 stitches like I normally did for decrease after my pickup. Okay, so I'm at my last 3 stitches. I slip, slip, knit, and then I knit 1. Okay, now I'm going to work on my long needle, so I'm going to start with a decrease. So I'm going to knit my first stitch, and then I'm going to have my knit 2 together for this decrease. And then I'm going to continue to knit until I get to my last 3 stitches on this needle. Almost there. Okay, so now I'm at my last 3 stitches, so that's where I'm going to do my decrease again, another slip, slip, knit, and then I knit 1. And then I change to my third needle and do the decrease that I normally do. So I knit 1, and then I knit 2 together, and then I knit to the end of the needle. And just keep knitting. Okay, so that's an example of your decrease round. Now you're going to knit around and then do another decrease round. So just like after we did the pickup, we do a decrease round and then we do a knit round. And then I'll come back and show you my last decrease round and how I set up to graft my stitches. Okay, so now I've got down to my final decrease on my knitting. I have 5 stitches left and I need to have 4 on my shorter needles. So I'm going to hit the first 2 stitches and do my decrease. You'll see at this point that it gets kind of tight because your needles are in really close proximity to each other. And I'll do my double decrease on this needle. So I do one here, if I can. And then do my other one. And on to my last needle. Knit 1. Do my other decrease. Knit the last 2. Okay. I wanted to get to this point to show you how I set up for to graph the stitches together. So when you graph the stitches together, you want them on 2 needles and you want them right next to each other. So what we're going to do is we're going to merge the needles from this, or the stitches from this needle and this needle together in the next round. So we'll start here. We still want to do a knit round after that decrease round, otherwise it'll be more difficult to graph the stitches together. So we're just going to do that really quick. Once I fix what I did, knit around, get my long needle, and then I'm going to do something similar to what I did in the pickup, or when I started doing my heel flap. And I'm going to take my 2 short needles and knit them together. So once I finish these 4, set down that needle and continue to knit these 4 onto the same needle. And now you have the 8 stitches lined up side by side by each other so that you can graph them together. And that is another video.